What is it?
We bereaved.
Now who gone?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
No, he ain't gone.
Gone.
No. Ow! Not Theo.
Guys, I'm sure by now we all have heard about Malcolm Jamal Warner. He's dead. He died at the age of 54. People are mourning his death. I have seen a lot of videos on TikTok, especially from the Black community. They are talking about Malcolm. Now, I tried to read up what happened because when I heard the news, I asked, why? What happened? Then I read that he was on vacation with his family and he drowned. I just want us to, see some videos because people are talking about, the way Malcolm died. I feel for the wife. I feel for his daughter. I mean, like she went on vacation with her husband and she returned back without her husband. My condolences to her. My condolences to Jamal's family. I just want us to see these videos that I have put together coming from the Black community. What are they saying? Because people are, saying, things about his death. Like they are saying that something is not really clear. I don't know, but stay with me, guys. Let's check these videos out.
We bereaved.
Now who gone?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
No, he ain't gone.
Gone.
No. Ow! Not Theo.
Theo.
What happened to him? Oh no, he ain't gone. That's a joke.
No, he gone.
What happened to Theo?
Accidental drowning.
Accidental drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Where was he at?
Mommy, I was not there. I don't know.
I'm suspicious of this whole story.
All the
Theo is not gone.
Ma.
Theo is not gone.
Ma.
No, Theo is not gone. He's young.
54.
He that old? Call 911.
Ma, what 911 gonna do? Who for you? For who?
For me.
Ma.
Where was he at?
Obviously in the pool if he drowned.
A pool and he drowned?
I think a pool.
He couldn't have been in a pool. He had to be in the ocean water. A pool he could just stand up. Well, float up. Because he used to go out with what you call him.
Who? Who he used to go out with?
Regina King.
Oh, Regina. How you know?
Ah, keeps up with him.
Dang.
First Cosby kid to go.
My girlfriend died. My girlfriend drowned the summer of my 11th grade year, going into our 12th grade senior year. My girlfriend drowned trying to save her cousin at a beach in New York. She could swim. We can all swim, right? We learned how to swim at school. She could swim. Her cousin was drowning, getting pulled by the current. She went in to go save her cousin, and she ended up drowning. Since then, since the age of 16, I do not play in the ocean. I'll get on a boat. But you talking about just frolicking at a beach just to be hopping in waves? Not my type of forte, baby, okay? Because all it takes is one of them waves to and pull you in. And even the most skilled swimmers can still drown in that ocean. I don't play with no beaches. And to see that Malcolm Jamal Warner died in Costa Rica and got pulled in by a current. Listen, I don't play with no beaches, baby. I don't play with no beaches. Because when it comes to man versus ocean, I don't want no parts. I don't want no parts in that at all. And ever since then, since my girlfriend died, when I was 16 years old, I have not. You can't pay me to go to a beach. Not at all. If I'm on a beach, baby, I'm in the sand.
So they are saying that Malcolm Jamal Warner has passed away at the age of 54. They're saying it was an accidental drowning, and I'm speechless. That's like a whole childhood of memories like unlocked. That is very sad to hear. 54 years old. 54. There was a lot of life still left to live. Jesus, take the wheel. I am very devastated to hear that. I'm a person that does not have a lot of connection to celebrities. Like, they're just people to me. I'm not one of them people, okay? But this one is definitely a hard one to hear. Such a gem, such an amazing actor. He has been in so many important milestone TV shows, movies, events that just connect to my upbringing. They have not given a lot of details as to like where, you know, or how this would have taken place. They are still confirming some things, so this is very fresh information that is coming out, because he was such an amazing person. Because a lot of these doggone celebrities, they be some doggone evil people outside of their talents, and he wasn't one of those. He was a really good guy. The Cosby Show, him being on a different world, Malcolm and Eddie, anything he did with Regina King, I love them together. All of that, like, just very important milestones to see a black positive man in the forefront of so many milestones in life in general. So this is a hard one. This is a hard one. May he rest in peace. Thank you for everything that you have contributed to the importance of my life growing up, to see a positive black influence, role model, and creative.
Y'all have no idea how I just screamed in my apartment just now. Malcolm Jamal Warner has passed away. I'm not gonna hold you. I literally screamed, not Theo, because we literally grew up with this man on the Cosby Show. I don't want to post TMZ because there's the first to report it and they're always sliming with. So I'm posting for Fox 5 in New York. It's being reported it was an accidental drowning during a vacation in Costa Rica. He was 54 years old. His birthday is next month. Of course, the media is doing the brief bio of his career. This man accomplished so much after the Cosby Show. If you're in the black media, you know he started Malcolm and Eddie. If you're updated on his recent work, he was a series regular on The Resident. He also starred and produced in the BET show Read Between the Lines. I had no idea he won a Grammy back in 2015 for Best R&B Performance with Robert Glasper. He leaves behind a daughter. He was very intentional in maintaining her and her mother's privacy during his life. I can't believe I'm saying during. This was not the news I was expecting to see today. This is just so sad. It is just insane seeing so many black legends go, especially the young ones. Prayers and condolences to his family, his friends, the people who've worked with him, past and present. This is just so sad.
About this situation, and we'll talk later. Church, some new details have emerged in the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Apparently, he was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter when they began struggling in the water. Now, some local surfers saw what was going on and jumped in to help. One surfer was able to get his daughter to safety using his surfboard, while a volunteer lifeguard attended to Malcolm, who had sunk underneath the water and was found near the bottom. Now, he was pulled to the shore, where doctors performed CPR for 45 minutes, but unfortunately were not able to resuscitate him. And for all of you wondering, no, the wife was not in Costa Rica with them at the time, although she had been there previously, and she found out about the whole ordeal via phone call. Now, 2 observations. Number one, I'm not a parent, but I would imagine that most parents would be like, look, if you can't save us both, then at least save my baby, okay? I have lived and she has her whole life ahead of her. Number 2, everybody in this situation is going to need therapy. And honestly, one of the best things that Malcolm did for his wife and his daughter is keep their identities private, okay? Because to me, it's going to be hard to heal either way, but without the additional burden of celebrity on top of it, you probably would have a better go at it, okay? The daughter's gonna need therapy because she witnessed what happened. The mom is gonna need therapy because there may be some level of guilt that she feels from not being there, okay? And honestly, this whole thing is very Naya Rivera coded. You know, parent plus child plus body of water equals tragedy. So once again, my sincerest prayers and condolences to everyone involved, and rest in power, Malcolm. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later.
Malcolm Jamal Warner unfortunately passed away this week. God rest his soul, rest in peace. US Weekly put out a tweet saying that Hollywood is mourning Malcolm Jamal Warner, and they put Jaleel White as the photo. Jaleel White played the very popular character Steve Urkel on Family Matters, whereas Malcolm Jamal Warner played Bill Cosby's son in The Cosby Show. Western media to portray black people, brown people, Latino people, and put the wrong person, because somehow they never want to do the work to realize who they're talking about, one, and we all just look so much alike. How the fuck would you put Jaleel White for Malcolm Jamal Warner? This shit is so fucking disrespectful, man. Get it together. It's 2025. It takes 2 seconds to Google on your phone who Malcolm Jamal Warner is. You do this shit for engagement, I'm pretty sure. Rest in peace.
The beach in Costa Rica where Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned is actually known for its strong surf and dangerous rip currents. And actually, that beach wasn't protected by lifeguards when he died on Sunday. For those of you who've been following along this story, we recently learned he was swimming with his daughter when he drowned as well. But let's talk a little bit about rip currents. Rip currents are channelized currents of water that flow away from shore at surf beaches. And the thing about them is that they pull people away from the shore. Rip current speeds can vary from moment to moment, and they can quickly increase and become dangerous to anyone that enters the surf. Rip currents can even sweep away the strongest of swimmers away from shore. Rip currents also account for over 80% of rescues performed by surf beach lifeguards. Please remember to always be safe when you're swimming. Make sure there's a lifeguard. Make sure you learn how to swim. And as always, Malcolm Jamal Warner, please rest in power.
All right, one of the weirdest things that I've seen regarding the Malcolm Jamal Warner tributes are people who are leaving posts saying Malcolm Jamal Warner and Michelle Thomas are reunited again. Now, of course, you can't control what people do online. You can't control how people leave tributes, but I just think it's kind of strange because Malcolm Jamal Warner has a living widow. He also has a daughter, and I believe that his daughter was created with his now widow. I wouldn't want that for my wife. I would rather y'all, if I was in that predicament and high profile and ended up passing away, to send my wife, my current wife, the condolences, as opposed to saying, now y'all reunited. But of course, I may be wrong about this. I would love to hear your opinion on it. I just think it's a little weird, a little strange.
The news stories are shaking, and there have been some new developments in the story of Malcolm Jamal Warner losing his life in Costa Rica at 54 years old. There's a lot to this story. Let's talk about it. Reports, along with information from the Costa Rican authorities, are now letting us know what happened to Jamal Warner. Jamal and his daughter were in Limon, Costa Rica. They were at a beach that particular day was not lifeguarded. Now, the Lifeguard Association over there has come out and say that they literally don't have enough money or enough people to cover all the beaches at once. There's a different beach that is more heavily populated with people, and so everybody was on patrol over there that day. But the beach that Malcolm and his daughter was in, that is heavy rip currents, and they are known for being a beach that is inhibited by more surfers. Now, what happened to them is he got caught up in a rip current. This is a rip current, and they said that day at that particular beach that the water looked brown. It being brown and murky shows that it's been hitting the sand a lot more and bringing a lot more of that dust back in and up. So the waves were crazy that day. They said that his cause of death was asphyxiation due to submersion, and the police said that he was actually found all the way on the ocean floor. That's how low he had gone. When another surfer and someone else who was a surfer, also a doctor, was out there, they were able to rescue his daughter. So they got the baby, the 8-year-old little girl, took her to shore, and then they tried to rescue Malcolm. They did CPR for him on the beach for like 45 minutes, and they were not able to revive him. All the parts to this story have a lot of warning signs in them. First of all, He's a celebrity, so he was probably trying to find a Costa Rican beach where people probably wouldn't come up to him like that. You know, you're with your daughter, notable face. Theo Huxtable, you're the most notable face. People all the time are probably like, hey, can I kind of get a picture? And you know, you don't want to let them down, but you do just want to spend time with your baby. So he's like, let's just go to the beach. There's not a lot of people here. He didn't know that those currents were going to be that bad, pushing him and his daughter all the way to the floor, especially if you think that you are an advanced swimmer. This is a tragic, literally like uncanny situation. There's nothing where nobody could have saw this coming, except for if he had looked at the map. The people at the hotel in the surrounding area said that that particular beach has a red dot on it for swimmers. So when you're going on vacation, when you're taking your children to these different beaches in these other countries, please do your research first. Hey, even though this is a private beach, a beach with people on it, is this good for swimmers? Should we only be out there if we're only on surfing and we're only on jet skis? Should I be out there on a jet ski? You have to cover all your bases. And sadly, Malcom Jamal Warner did not know that, and he lost his life because of it. I feel the worst for his daughter, the therapy that this baby is going to need. Your last moments are with your dad are you guys being ripped apart by a rip current? Someone saved you and they couldn't save your father. She has a lifetime to go. She has a lifetime to go. He was healthy. He looked like he was such an attentive, obsessed dad. So this is really tragic. I feel horrible for his wife. There's a lot of tea stories coming out and ex-girlfriends posting pictures. I'm not getting into none of that. I'm getting into the real. When we go on vacations, we got to be careful. And we have to really map out and have an itinerary to everywhere we go. Because sometimes it can get dangerous without regular, what we're used to, American regulations. So R.I.P. Malcom Jamal Warner. R.I.P. to his family, and prayers for his daughter and his wife.
The one person we asked you to take, and you take Theo Huxtable. Listen, okay, the other person we was asking for, he was right there, him and his back ankles, and you took Theo. Y'all, I'm pissed off. Don't say nothing to me for the rest of the week, okay, because that was Theo, my Theo, okay. I love me some Theo, okay. I used to watch the Cosby Show every day. I still watch it every morning, okay. I am in utter disbelief. Like, what do you mean Theo Huxtable is gone? And I ain't even trying to be on no funny shit. Like, what? Like, y'all, I am lost for words. That man and his back ankles was right there, and they decided to take Theo Huxtable instead. Like, y'all.
It's never the people who deserve it. Somehow it always ends up being the people we love and who inspire us, who uplift us, who spread positivity, joy, and love to other people. And somehow we end up getting stuck down here with the most hateful, disrespectful, ugliest on the inside and out, gremlin, horrible excuse for a human being individuals that you can ever lay your eyes on. And the good ones get whisked away. Malcom Jamal Warner, I pray for his peace. To think of the way he went, that is such a horrible, tragic, scary way to go. And he did not deserve that. He did not deserve that. He still had many things to do creatively that he could have done. And many ways he could have continued to be here for his wife and his child. He was our older brother. At least he was mine. I didn't grow up with older siblings. So seeing Theo was like getting a chance to experience what it would be like to have a loving older brother who looked out for you and also teased you a little bit. Really, really pray that his soul finds rest and peace. And I pray that we continue to uplift the people in our community who continue to inspire and support and represent us. Rest peacefully.
Malcom Jamal Warner just passed. Y'all are on here making videos talking about this is why y'all gotta learn how to swim. Have you lost your mind? First of all, never did his family come out and say he couldn't swim. Secondly, it doesn't matter how good of a swimmer you are. When those rip tides and waves come, it's you versus nature. Anyone who's even been to the beach, you can see how fast the ocean can change in the matter of seconds. Even for the statements to come out, said he was pulled in by a rip tide. Seeing one with my own two eyes, and seeing my brother get caught in one, the lifeguard trucks had to pull up on the beach, seeing him try to swim as hard as he could and not move, is nothing to play with. Thank God he's safe now. Seeing how fast things can happen in a matter of seconds is not something to play with. Now, I will say, I've seen the videos of the excursions. Y'all are literally saying that y'all cannot swim, having the lifeguards be on standby right next to you. You don't got a life jacket in sight. Now, that's crazy work. Comment on his situation. His wife and daughter are still grieving. It's trifling. I do want to say, promote everyone. Take a swimming class. Doesn't matter how young or old you are. That's still and will always be very important. Making sure you're wearing a life vest, get in the ocean. There's a time and a place to bring something up. To reference his past, push that point is nasty work.
This is really a very sad news. Now, the question some people are asking is this: was there no lifeguard, around when it happened? A lot of questions that people are asking. Malcom Jamal Warner spent his whole life making us smile. Malcom was an outstanding actor. The way he smiles, like, he was a very beautiful man. I don't know, like, this is really, really heartbreaking. I thought to, bring to you all these videos. Let's just hear what people are saying. Like I said, people are mourning the death of this great man. He was a great man. May his soul rest in peace. In some comment sections, I read, people saying that Malcom should have learned how to swim. He didn't know how to swim. I can't remember reading where they said Malcom didn't know how to swim. Guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section. I just thought to bring these videos here. Like I said, it took me a while to make this video. But again, I'm sending out my condolences to his family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and of course, come back for another one. I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all have a lovely day. Bye.